track, so we're just gonna have to see if we can actually oh, and it is qualifying, which is cool. But obviously we have like 10 minutes qualifying, so It's the one where we're donating for his dad. Bypass surgery. End of lap 75 and 164 total laps. So, it's 2 minutes to go. How's that? Better? Hopefully that's better. Okay. Yeah, well, sorry for all the audio problems. That's what happens when you have to unplug everything. Talking about some stuff. Just kind of stop talking in the middle of a sentence. Yeah, Rob, I think I've got everything squared away now. What is Brandon's race? Paint. There it is, the Hugos. I like it. Over here talking about crap. Who knows what they're talking about? Enable this chat. I don't know what the heck they're talking about. All right. So it looks like Curtis Sawyer got the pole. As a grid up. So we will, once they start rolling, we will go through a grid. Oh, that's pretty cool. Does his own paints. Well, he does a really pretty good job of them. Good job, Brandon. I like it. Whenever they start rolling, we'll go through. Oh, you know what? They're probably going to go like one lap too. So we'll just go ahead and go through the grid. Curtis Sawyer there, like I said, in pole. Brennan Jinks on the outside in second in that 7 Ford Mustang. Number 7 Ford Mustang. 78 of Joe Lawrence, new to the league, on the inside, and third. And the outside, the owner Boyd Hogan in that 51 Ford. Inside, or third row is 2 new guys. On the inside, Jake Watson in the 22. Oh, man. And the outside, Alec Daffin in the 8. I gonna do? Oh yeah. I wish you would have told me to do this earlier. Have like a share thing anywhere, and I don't know why. Oh wait, there it is. And we're green, of course. Hold on a second here. Let me get rid of the grid and enjoy that for just like a second. Just a second. I would have posted this before if I'd known, but I had no idea that he wanted this. that? That was weird. Post. You can do it. It's loading. Things are very laggy right now. Alright, so now we're here. We're here. We can talk now. Cursor is still in the lead in front of the 78 of... I don't remember who the 78 is because he's new. Joe Lawrence. There in second. Looks like the 7 of Brendan Jinks falling back to 4th. The 22 of Jake Watson, also new, like we said before. They're in 3rd. 7 still falling back behind now. The 51, and now fighting with the 17 of Oliver Cordell, making his return after a few weeks off for personal business. Glad to see him back as they racing out for what looks to be about 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th right now. That outside lane is not working good for the 7 though. Quite a few guys fighting for position in the back there. Oh, it's 5th place now. Battle for 5th. 7 looking, kind of looking in between them. Probably not the best idea to do that this early in the race, but you know, if you can make it work. The 8 and the 92. The 92 of William Anderson and the 8 of Alec Daffin. Looks like the 8 fell back quite a bit on that race, on the start of the race. Well, we got some guys fighting back here. 4 guys fighting. Joshua Nelson in that 14. 2 of Cameron Combs up high. Then some new guys, 97 of Tyler Divinenzo. And the 4 of Brian Blessing is actually not new. He hasn't been here since the first race, so glad to see him back in the Pro Shops. Chevrolet, I believe. Yep, Chevrolet. As they fight it out back in the pack. Let's head back up to Lears. I feel a little out of my element not being able to hear these cars right now. I know y'all can hear them, but I changed the thing so I didn't have to listen to them. Oh, we had a wreck or something. What happened? The 15 of Tyler Cox. And it looks like the 14, maybe? Yep. So a couple guys. They only have 1 fast repair. So, see if they want to use it. They got some pretty bad damage down there on that 15. Like well, I guess they can't go down anyway. Pit road's going to be closed right now. Having some blinking going on here. Not sure what's up with that. I like it, Logan. Done the truck. Can't wait to have you in with us. Everybody going down pit road. Oh, did I make the right? I think I might have forgotten to make a pit road thing too. No, I made one. I remember making it. I just need to find it. Pit exit. Curtis, not the first one down pit road though. That's a little surprising. I guess I just got a little disheveled maybe. I don't know. Everybody pretty much pitting though, it looks like. Looks like the only guys that didn't are the guys maybe involved in that wreck. I don't know. We'll see. Looks like we got some guys going. Who's going to win the race off of pit road? Find out shortly. The 78, 22, 54 down in 3rd. And I can't read these numbers. They're going too fast. You only have 1 set of tires. Oh, that was kidding. That would suck. That would be interesting, though, right? Well, that'd be pretty cool. You can only have one set of tires, man. Yep. Ugh. That doesn't sound like fun. Okay. We don't have enough people to do that kind of work. If you're interested in doing that, feel free to apply at our Facebook page. We also have our website. Link is on our Twitter, which I don't think I have any of this in the description. I may have done it. I don't know. I meant to do it at some point, I thought. Check. No, I didn't. On Twitter. What are we on Twitter? Let me look real quick. I forget. At Roadrunner iRace. That's our @ and there's our website link in there. I will be sure to put a link in the description for our next race, for our next and final race. For that. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn the trailer volume down, or the music from the trailer down in the very beginning, and I apologize for that. But yeah, I'll make sure I put links for all that in the description for the final race. I don't know why I didn't do that. I meant to do that for the last race, and I never did. Because our last race was kind of shit show. Lights on the pace car are out. So we need to switch to 78. They're in the lead. Everybody getting lined up. One caution so far. No, I just hit my knee. Anyway, yeah, getting lined up. Drivers are ready, cleaning their tires off. They're getting ready to go. Pace car gonna dive down pit road soon. There he goes. And there we go. There's the camera. So we are green for the second time, lap 11, now going to be lap 12, I believe. Yep. 78's going to take the lead, 22 right there behind him, side by side for third for now, Oliver on the outside, falling back to 54. It's going to single file out for the top 6. Fighting back there in 7th, side by side, the 5 and the 7. 5. Oh, that's 5th. 5 of Danny Rogers. Oh, slipping up a little bit into the 7 there. Gonna hold themselves together for now. Looks like the 5's gonna come out on top, but that 7 wants to fight hard. Oh! Clipped him. You did, but he slipped up, so it's not your fault, but it's okay. We'll take it. That looked awful. I mean, you killed him, but I can't blame you. He slipped up right in front of you. What do you expect? All right, I'm not gonna sit here and judge everybody. That's not my job. My job is to entertain everybody. But I think it's fair to say that he slipped up right in front of him, and that was pretty much bound to happen at that point. He just wasn't quite clear enough for that. I think he just went in a little bit too hard and get into the bumper of these cars going in the corner, man. They are loose. to say the least. And, you know, just a little bit of touch, messing with that rear end of that car, they will pop out from behind you quite easily. Alright, if we're going to fight over this again on iRacing chat, I'm going to lose my shit. Because this is not happening. Oops. Who was it? It's the 5. Alec Daffin. If he says anything about it again, I'm going to have to... Wait, who did I say it was? Damn it, I keep forgetting. Kenny Rogers. Is he even in? He's not even in Discord. That's not good. That's a problem. That's a problem. Okay, so we obviously need to take care of some nonsense at some point. Next time, if you're not in Discord, you're not racing. I'll give it to him this time because it's just been hectic. But what are they even talking about? I wish I knew what they were talking about. What the heck was that? Apparently we didn't make it clear when we said that iRacing chat was not to be used, like, basically at all. I'll have to remake that clear. Oops. Oh, I keep hitting crap. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah. And we are green again in Atlanta. After 2 cautions, 78 is going to take the lead again. Very much reminiscent of the last restart. So they're side by side for third. Looks like the 17. No, he's still going to fight 54 out. Nope, he's going to fall in behind. The 8 and the 51 side by side. still. And 8 will prevail for now. That 51 of Boyd is going to continue to try to use that outside, but we'll see how he feels about that towards the end of the stage, although we don't have much left to go at this point. He does make the pass, though, on the outside. Did 8 car. And he's still using the outside. He seems to like that out there. Really just the middle lane. We'll just call it the middle lane. See if he continues to use that throughout the rest of this race. He is using it still. Even some other drivers starting to move up high. Obviously something they found in practice that worked. So we'll see how that goes to the race. Versus the guys running the bottom. 22 there. He's getting passed by the 54. So 54 has made it work on the outside. So the outside lane is looking strong today. Looks like most guys have actually filtered back down to the bottom for the most part now. We're kind of running that upper low lane, but let's filter back through here. We got some guys side by side back there. There's lots of racing going on in the back. There we go. 2 car of Eli Green working his way underneath of somebody. Can't quite tell who that was. Oh, that's the 39 of Michael Budd. With the 5 right behind him with Danny Rogers involved in that accident for the last caution. Gonna try to work his way back to the field. Oh, we got a car in the grass. I don't know what happened. Maybe he got a little loose. He's going to keep it together, though. Just went flying through the grass. Looks like he's okay, though. He held it together. He's going to stick it up high for now, it looks like. He might experience a little bit of problems there. Crap on his tires. Side by side there for third, 22 and the 51. 51 looking on the inside. Trying to make that pass. That outside lane just has such a good run that he can't quite make the pass. The 22 is going to hold his spot. Oh, we got a car on the wall back. Looks like they kept it together. I believe it was the 4 that got into the wall that time. I try to flick through as fast as I can. I just knew the car was red. He's actually still trying to just get through the field, though. He didn't care. If he did hit the wall, he didn't care. Slipping up a little bit. Oh, boy. Right up in front of, I believe. I wish I could get a reasonable view of the number without changing the camera. A 99 of Paul Williams. Now passed by the 15 and the 5 looking underneath of him now. Boy, there is a lot of racing going on, and I just don't even know what to look at. Before looking under the 28 of Eli Green. 15 into the grass, just a tiny bit. Just a touch. If I could. It's kind of on a non-stable desk right now, so that's the problem, but we'll get it fixed eventually. As these guys continue to race it out, they are all over the place, to say the least. I don't even know what position they're racing for. 99 looking underneath of the 20. Oh, 28 into the wall. A little bit. Looks like wreck out of turn 2 in the back of the field. Did we not get a caution for that? I'm trying to listen. I don't know if there... I can barely hear him for some reason. I guess we're doing okay for now, though. I don't know. I expected a caution to have just been out, and I just kind of looked up and realized it was still green, so I don't know what's up with that. We'll do whatever. But as you can see, we've been on the 54 Curtis Sawyer. He took the lead from the 22 at some point, and he is still leading. You know what I just realized, though? We are going to be on the stage here into lap 35 anyway, so we just got like 2 laps left for that. I need to figure out who's in 10th. I'm going to be very unhappy if my ticker goes away like it does sometimes. And I have to deal with that again. But we'll see. 7th. 10th is the 5 of Danny Rogers right now. Is that what it is over here? It is. Now it's 17 of Oliver Cordell. Let's go back to 10th. Let's see what they're doing back in 10th. So, since, please don't, oh, it disappeared. Oh my god. That's so stupid. Can't wait until I don't have to do this stuff. You told me not to throw the yellow till 10th goes across. Do you not remember that? Genius. Pisses me off that it disappears. God, why is it like, just why? I just don't get it. Oops. Oh, I forgot to close that. Oh, well, I gotta redo that. I'm sorry. This is such a pain, though. I just don't understand why it doesn't. Load the theme up. I'll change the camera once I get it loaded back up to the leader. Oh, I need to select a camera. All right. I think we're solid now. So driver's heading down pit road now for in the stage 1. And we will prepare for the race off of pit road. Oh, you know what? I forgot how far down the exit line is from the last pit stall. All right. So drivers have made their pit stops. We begin stage 2. And while we do that, since I forgot to do it at the beginning of the race like I always do because I have to worry about a bunch of other crap that I shouldn't have to worry about. And I tell people I don't want to have to worry about, but then they have to. Weather. Boom. There's no weather. 87 degrees. Wind direction to the northeast at 7 miles per hour. Changing like crazy, going to 8, 9. Why is it going up so much? It's continuing to go up. And just 1% humidity, which is a load of crap for Atlanta, but hey, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Here's our track info. Track temp, exactly 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. Interesting. So, the 54 did not come off first, though. It looks like the 22 did. 22 won the race off of pit road. 54 fell back quite a bit, at least for now. Did the 52 and the 28 not pit or something? I don't know. I guess we'll find out in a little bit. They were pretty far back. They may or may not have pitted, or maybe I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. In a minute. Hopefully. They're not pitting that time. Lights on the pace car is still on. So I'm not sure what happened there because I can't quite keep up with all that stuff. But we'll find out eventually. Eventually. If you weren't here with us at the beginning of the stream, we're taking donations for Randy Meadows. That is Billy Meadows' dad. Underwent multiple bypass surgery. There he is on that Hooters Chevrolet. Just for his dad, nice and special paint scheme to help with that as well. And there's a link in the description, so feel free to do that. All of the proceeds go for that. Go for his, help pay for his surgery. All right, so we were right. 22 is in the lead. Good to know. And we are green. Again, Atlanta, 22 takes the lead. 8 is in second now. Quite a battle for third through sixth. Cars everywhere. That's pretty much what's going to explain that. Got the 7 there in the middle of it all. 23 up high in that middle lane. Pretty much going to sort it out for now. The 5 still on the inside there. The 54 trying to fight back up. Looks like he lost quite a few positions from the pit stop and maybe the restart. 78's getting awfully close to the bumper of the 8 car. The 8 car might be a little bit away. Still jumbled up back here in, what, 6th or so? 54 just making his way around everybody up on the high lane. The high lane has just really been good at making passes. You just get that really good run off the top, and it works. And as we can see from the 54 right now, that 23's fighting hard on the bottom, though. Does not want to let him get it going, but he is. The 5's going to sneak outside now as well. Actually got a run from behind him on the bottom lane. Went right outside of him. 97 looking as well. Got some drivers trying to fight back up to the front that we normally see there. '17 of Oliver Cordell's got, I believe, 2 wins this season. Martinsville and somewhere else, can't remember. 51's got a couple wins as well. One at Kansas. So we know he knows how to run around these 1.5 miles. '54 took to the inside of the 8 and actually got that position. Pretty well single filed out now. And maybe for those longer runs, you don't need to be using your tires up. That's one thing that some guys are probably not the best at doing. Saving tires for later in the run, and we can usually see that. 5 there on the bumper of the 8 car. 8 car's lost a few positions since the start of stage 2. A little wiggle by the 8 car. I don't know if the 5 got into him at all, but he wiggled just a little bit. 5 looking to the inside now. See if the 8 can make that outside. There it is. There you have it. Somebody that doesn't even know what it means. He's going to get into him. Oh, his 8 car's going to hold it together. The 5 car got into the 8 just a little bit. A little bit of ruckus. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway. 14 into the wall a little bit. He's still in the wall. Heavy damage to the 14 for now. We'll see if he can ride it out. See what happened there. I don't know what happened. Something happened up here with the 4 and the 51. 17 and the 8 fighting side by side. Obviously 8 almost turned by the 5 or about a lap and a half ago. Saved it. So he's still here with us today. Racing. I guess the 4 just got around. I don't know. 51 wants that spot back though. He is looking to the inside, going into turn 3. See if he can hold it. No, not really. That run off of turn 4 is just so good. Oh, some more drivers inside into each other there back. Battle. Eight cars getting eaten alive by some of these guys. Oh boy, a little bit of a looseness still for them. They were 4 wide there. 4 is into the wall. Not sure what happened to that. Like he might have been diving down onto the apron. No. Guess he's doing okay. 14 passing him now. Got into the wall there not too long ago. Staying out on track though. Check on the heaters here. Looks like the 78 got into the lead. Got around that 22 car. 22 is just not. He always gets the lead going on for a restart, but he just can't seem to hold it. First few laps. Say 10 laps or so. We have have a major wreck. I was about to go into our turn up the volume mode or whatever you want to call it. And then we had the wreck. So we got everybody pitting. Oops. So the 22 wins the race off of pit road. Yeah, Brian left. Brian's not happy. Anywho. Oh, did the 22 get a penalty or something? I'm gonna let everybody go around him. So that means the 54 been pretty dominant up front when he's there. Or maybe the 9 will take the... Or wait, he's got the 78. So the 9, maybe what? I don't know. We'll figure out what happened with the 9 here eventually. I can like barely hear what they're saying. I just hear my name and I'm just like, what? The ears perk up, but I can't hear it very well. Yeah, we'll figure out what's going on with the 9 here eventually, the 9 of Billy Meadows. I just don't quite know. I can't see enough of what's going on. All I know is he's in front of everybody now, but the ticker does not say that. So. We'll let these guys talk. End of lap 75 will be the end of stage 2. About 20 laps away. Lights on the pace car are off. The 9 car is gone. Obviously, wave around. So the 54 of Curtis Sawyer will take the lead. Well, he did take the lead. 22 possible speeding penalty on pit road. And we'll see what he can do. Ooh, a little wiggle there by the 8 car. But the 54 will take the lead officially. Lead him into turn 1. They are side by side for 5th and 7th. Oh, the 97's sneaking up a little bit, just right up a little bit too much. Had to back it out. 17's gonna take that position, as well as the 92 of William Anderson. Show me name we gotta learn. Pretty well single filed out now. But 17 of Oliver Cordell's had a pretty strong season when he's been here. He missed, I think, the last 3 weeks. For personal reasons, I don't know what they are. And he's back with us. It's good to see. Usually runs up there at least in the top 5 or so, I'd say. So no surprises to see him here. Oh, we got another caution. It's a little unusual, but I'm not terribly surprised. So these look like those are the 2. I'm not terribly surprised. This is about twice as many cars as we normally have, so we'll get some more races in before next season, I'm sure. Who's trying to get in here with me? I got a message. So Caden's going to join us up in the booth since he is, quote, killed. That's what he said anyway. Find him. Oh, I need to fix my microphone here too, though. Hold on a minute before I let him in. Oh no, it's there. Oh, it's on push to talk, that's why. Alright, we're good now. Caden. We need to find Caden. Move to. Boom. How you doing, Caden? Oh, he's muted. Whenever he's not muted. He's trying to make it to the rock. Okay. Who is in the lead? The 8 is in the lead, it looks like. So we'll switch to the 8. And we've got a whole new set of guys up here now in the top 5. 6th is the first car that pitted, I believe. I know Curtis was the first car down pit road. Oh. I will fix it. There you go. I wonder why you don't have permission. Let's see something. I think, well, I made it so that people can't just like jump in here randomly, but that's probably part of the reason why. Anyway, got you in here now. What are we doing now? Hopefully lights on the pace car go out this time. We'll be going green next time around. We'll find out. Lights are off. Yeah, there's been a few mishaps. People getting a little bit too close to each other. I didn't see what happened that big one on the back straightaway. I couldn't catch that one. You know what happened for that one? Well, if they didn't use their fast repair yet, they certainly used it after that. Well, this is twice as many guys as we've had before, so I'm not surprised we're having a little more cautions. I'm sure if guys just stick with us, we'll get better, because we did get better with the few guys that we did have. Yeah, as long as they stick with us, we'll get better at racing together, that's for sure. But we are green. 8 car takes the lead in front of the 5 of Danny Rogers. Pretty well singled out pretty quickly. 54. I have seen a lot of guys make some good passes on the top, though. Anybody gets stuck on the bottom, they just can't get that run off the corner to compete with it. Well, 51 of Boyd's making it work right now against his teammate. 54 is looking to do the same thing. Still kind of trying to make it work. Yeah. Looks like the 9 of Billy Meadows rounds out the top 10, and he's not racing anybody at the moment, so. Racing hard up here about 4th and 5th, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. All side by side right now. I got 3 of them up top, 2 of them down low. The 23 of Train. Oh. Bad wreck. No, they are not. I looked at the screen, I just saw somebody sideways. Well, that 5 went for a ride, that's for sure. Yeah, the 51 is appearing to drive at a diagonal way. Do you see that? That's doing it? Yeah. Look at that. That's amazing. I'm going to cockpit view real quick. Hold up. Before he gets in the... Oh yeah, he's got that wheel chocked to whatever direction he's going. Oh boy. .54, he's got a little bit of front end damage. He could definitely survive the rest of this race if he doesn't get any more trouble. But that 51 smoking out the back, sideways, very crooked suspension, he's probably done unless he still has his fast repair. But I don't think he does, knowing that he was involved in a wreck earlier. Actually, the 54 had a fast repair. He just used it. So the 22 is going to take the lead then, once again. Especially a late race restart. He's always starting up front for restarts. I've noticed, though, after about 10 laps or so, other people can start getting around him, but those people are on pit road repairing damage right now, so just a little bit. Got the 2 of Cameron Combs pass for the win at Phoenix a couple weeks ago, so we know he can run hard whenever he needs to. He does. Nope, I don't know. It's too hard for one person, me, to keep up with all that. So we'll just have a couple laps to go. Short restart for the end of stage 2. Nobody's going to answer that question? Yeah, I mean, we'll have 3 laps or so, I think. Oh, yeah. Somebody doesn't want to get any damage. Of those top 4, they actually still have a completely clean race car, it looks like, so I think they'll be able to get around that 2 car pretty easily, but we'll just have to see. Looks like the 28 of Eli Green is out of the race, the 5 of Danny Rogers, 15 of Tyler Cox. And then the 4 of Brian Blessing was out earlier. I believe they're getting lined up now to go green. Turn out of turn 4. Oh, 22 spins his tires. He still manages to keep it, though. And the 78 is going to look inside the 2 as well. The 2 did not get a good restart. It's 97 inside of them. Oh, and they're 3 wide back there. Somehow made it work. I couldn't get back there fast enough. Boy, that 2 could not hold it at all. He fell way back. He's now in 11th, outside of the top 10. He was sitting in second looking at stage points, and now nothing. 14's got some damage, but he's worked his way up into 4th. The 7, the 54, the 88, all trying to use that high side. Looks like the 7's even trying to slow down the 9. So double file. Oh, that 7's trying to get himself sandwiched here. Oh boy. The 9 now finally clears, but the 7's looking back to the inside. We'll see if he can get in there, but maybe that 9 will use that run off to turn 4 to get back in front. We'll just have to see. They're going to get really close to each other, though. And the 7's actually going to hold it. Oh, a little bit of grass there by the 7. He actually held it quite a bit, but that 9 into the straightaway run helped him out a little bit. They're still fighting side by side. Oh! He's getting us. Uh-oh. So 7 appearing to have internet problems today. That's actually the end of the stage. Whoops, hold up. My bad. Here we go. My bad. There's too much going on. That was my bad. I wasn't even paying attention. Well, I was paying attention, but I wasn't paying attention to that. There was. I'll be right back. Hey, Boyd. Hey, Boyd. That's my bad. I was paying attention to the race. I didn't realize it was the end of lap 75. So, all right. Sorry about that, though. All right. So, I need to go back over here. When you go single, when you go... Boom. Boom. There we go. Pit road. Oh, you know what else I need to do? I hope for the day that I don't have to commentate at all. I can just focus on clicking stuff. So the 22 will keep his lead off of pit road. The 9 there comes off in second. So that is the end of stage 2. I believe it came out like a lap too late, but that's okay for now. Like I said, can't wait for the day that I don't even have to worry about commentating. I won't miss that. Of course, I won't have to do that. I wouldn't even have to be the one throwing the caution at some point, hopefully, too. That would be nice. But 22 takes the lead there in the 9 and second, like we said, off the pit road. 78, I think he finished in third, but he's in third now. The 54 of Curtis Sawyer in fourth, and a 7 of Brendan Jinks in fifth. Should see the lights on the pace car go off. Yep. .85 laps remaining, 9 lead changes, 5 cautions so far, it looks like. For this thing. See if that's right. I don't know if that's right. I could be wrong, but I don't know. So that answers the question of the fast repair. He did not use it. Unless he just didn't have that much damage. I don't know. As we thought. It did. Yeah, it did. But, yeah. You never know. The 8's got quite a bit of damage there, sitting in 6th. As they get ready to go green, 22 gets a good start that time. The 9 did not. Little wiggle. 78's going to look to the inside. The 54 even going down there. He's not close enough to do much with it. To the 9 though. As they head into turn 1, single file through 4th. Looking inside of the 14. 14 with damage, probably slowing him down a little bit. Boyd's going to join us up here. You should have been able to get in. You should have been able to get in. I don't know why it's not. I'll have to fix that. All right. Head back to leader. Yeah, he did. Look at that. I don't think the 9 hit anything though. It was a nice save by the 9. Not sure exactly what happened there. I'm glad you caught that because I didn't quite see that from my camera angle. I was wet bin so far. Pretty good. I mean, there's a lot more to talk about because we got a lot more people, obviously. But, you know, obviously the few incidents. As long as we stick together, we'll hopefully get some better racing at it. I know even with the, 10 guys or so that we had before, the racing got better through the weeks, so. Well, one of them's still out there, that 54, up there at the front right now. So the 78's gonna maintain his lead. And if you said like you said, the 22 let him go on pit road, so they're gonna kind of just start in line, and I'm sure try to get around this 54, get that 22 to second place. A lot of people have front end damage. Hear me in the broadcast. That's not good. Why is that the problem? I know the problem. Just need to fix it. How am I going to fix it? That's the question. Fix it. I won't be able to hear you, so I'm gonna figure that. All right, they'll be able to hear you now. .7 racing it out now, coming out of turn 4. 88's trying to make that outside lane work. It's working for him for the most part. Oh man, now we can't hear the stupid race. Gosh dang it. I'm gonna have to do something real quick. And there goes that. That's just great. And then I don't have my wheel connected, so I gotta deal with that. I apologize, everybody. There we go. Now I gotta reload the ticker and everything. Oops. We've just had a mess today, haven't we?
Been an absolute disaster.
On my end.
Racetrack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think we had a fight earlier in the pits, actually.
Pretty good race up here for second between the 22 and the 54. 17 close behind. What just happened?
A lot of front end damage.
54 just took a lot of rear end damage.
He did.
Through the dog leg there. Looks like him in the 22 just close racing. 54 checked up in the 17, just nowhere to go.
Looks like the Riley's up there trying it out, and the 8 is.
Check up. Alright, man, caution is out.
People are checking up.
Notice the 8 struggling here quite a bit. I think he used his quick repair early.
Yeah.
Had some damage, and it's nothing he could really do.
Yeah, I guess. All good.
And Alec is not a happy camp.
Checking up hard at it too.
Hey boys, will you join the Nash Brothers chat?
I'm here.
Oh, I thought it said you disconnected.
Yeah, I'm calling the race. Yeah, just give me a minute here. I'll be right back, boys.
Alright.
So we all file down on the pit road again. Maybe see if the 22 does the same thing. Try and come out behind his teammate here.
You should be able to hear me in the live stream, Russell. It's working on for me. I mean, I wasn't talking for a minute, so. '78's gonna win off a pit road.
Teammate Jake Watson comes out right behind him.
Hey, Brendan, I told you it's alright.
What's up, Billy?
I told you it'd be okay.
Yeah, I knew when you had no damage that you'd be back up here, but I'm sorry again.
Yeah, if I can't be heard, I don't know what to tell you, because my mic is moving on the little volume thing that tells me.
Probably don't care about that.
I just opened up the stream. I could hear you in it.
I mean, yeah, because I wasn't talking and then he sent that, so that's probably why. Maybe he thought I was talking, I don't know.
The 99 of Paul Williams gonna gain a few spots here through the pits. He'll restart third.
Yes, Caden is in the booth with me.
Thank you. Alright. So as of right now, Curtis is 8 points ahead of me. keeping us pretty tight heading into Rockingham. Running back in 13th. Pretty tight point situation. If Curtis has a bad run here, Brendan could be points leader going in. He has been, and he's been working his ass off all week to put himself in a good spot like he's in right now.
Alex, didn't you say that you were done with this shit?
I'll be right back though.
So lights are off on the pace car here. They're doubled up, coming to green this time by.
Oh, he's calling you out.
With the 78 and the 22 left turn motorsports teammates gonna claim the front row.
Yeah, I know. I had to think about it for a minute.
Pace car dives down pit road. And we are green on lap 100.
Both the 78 and the 22 have good race. Head off into one single file. The 92 gets around the 99 third.
Double file back there in 5th. Fighting for 5th and 6th. The 7 on the inside. 9 on the outside. Looks like the 7's going to take the spot. 9's going to file in right behind him. Lots of double file action here today. They're actually going to be double file again. Well, they're looking to be double file again anyway.
Looks like the 97 is just can't clear the 88. It seems to hold his right rear just enough so he can get a run up off the corner. Going to be for the 7th position.
Still side by side.
That's one good thing about Atlanta. Later, the top group comes in. Seems to always produce some really good racing.
So fighting for 7th place, fighting for 10th place right behind him, the 17 and the 39. It's the 17 of Oliver Cordell and the 39 of Michael Budd. The 88 on the outside of Garrett Riley we haven't seen too much of these last couple weeks.
It's like the two leaders, the 78 of Joe Lawrence and the 22 of Jake Watson, are sort of setting their own pace up front here, keeping a pretty reasonable gap with the 92. I think the 22 is actually right on the 78's bumper. I wonder if he's just trying to pressure him, maybe using his stuff up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they're teammates, so you want to work together, but at the same time, you still want to win the race no matter who is in front of you. So
Still quite a bit of a ways to go here, about 60 laps, so no real rush just yet. So the 88 finally clears the 97 for 7th. Basically single file all the way throughout the field here.
'88 trying to make that outside lane work. 97 sort of peeking on his inside. Not quite able to get there going into turn 3. All of them trying out that middle lane for a change.
The 54 of Curtis Sawyer. He's got a little bit of rear end damage. Car still looks to be running pretty good for him. He's up there running that top lane. But the 10th position. Doing a good job here, just staying in the race, keeping himself in a good points situation here.
I think that's all he really needs to do at this point. He's doing pretty good with running up front most of the season. And I don't think there's too much of a gap between him and third, but he's definitely going to get in front of the 51 of Boyd in the points chase after the end of this race.
Yeah, that is official. 1 point ahead, or 5 points, sorry, going into Rockingham. As we stand right now.
See the 7, he looks under the 99.
Oh, 97 got loose and just got into the 54.
Oh, and Curtis Sawyer's wrecked.
Oh, this
That
changes
could shake
everything.
things up.
Hey, Thursday, nice job, Machinimasound. What are you talking to me, Alex?
I'm sure he's going to try to keep going.
What the heck was that?
I think I'm right with you. I'm not sure.
Looks like the 54 just got up into the 90. Got loose, and the 97 come down and got into the 54. Then it was just chaos from there on out. See the 17 gets into the 54. Well, Boyd, your championships may not be over.
No reason we should be wrecking under yellow.
Fucking like there's a shot now. I don't never wish anything bad upon Curtis. I know Curtis and I have been back and forth all season long, and to go into the Rock pretty tight in points. I mean it sucks that our races ended like this, but yeah, it's been a really fun season, and it'd be cool to go into the Rock head to head and go at it together. As
Could
well as
make for
Brendan.
a really good Rockingham race too.
Absolutely, it will. The Rock's already been a pretty good race. Had a few test sessions there already with the new setup, and Kyle put together a pretty good setup for the Rock. It's pretty slick, so it'll be a good race. Yeah, Kyle, I'll message you a little bit later about that. There are a couple changes that could be made, but that's not a huge deal. Yeah, no, that's alright. I can make changes to it before I send it out. So I know the first version of it's already sent, but I'll try to set up a practice race or something for the guys tomorrow. But yeah, so it'd be nice to go in there with a shot, for sure. Actually, it looks like Trayton backed out, so might have to go run some laps here.
Yeah, I think it was getting a little bit past his bedtime.
Hey, do you guys think my black flag cleared? I got past her yellow, and I let the guy by.
Well, don't pass on yellow.
I let the guy by who I was supposed to let by.
Hey, Kyle, how bad's the damage to my car here?
I don't know. A little wrinkled.
It ain't even driving straight.
No, it wasn't. It's not. It looks hilarious, actually. Like, it actually, it looks like NASCAR heat lag. That's what it looks like.
Hey, boy, do you think I can clear to my black flag?
Curtis is back out of the race.
Oh my gosh, you have to look at this. It looks hilarious. Like it looks like it should be doing it the other way, like from being loose from the rear and kicking out, but it's doing it to the opposite directions. It just like hurts my brain.
Well, with Curtis and Trayton backing out, That's a lot of points that can be made up there.
Hey,
Oh,
boy,
Curtis is
boy.
back. Yeah.
Hey, so I got past my yellow. You think I could get cleared, please? I left a 9 by. I think I'm at first chance.
There you go. You got it.
I can't. I gotta stop watching.
What
Really, I
happened to
can't do
Curtis?
this.
I'm gonna have a ton of long run speed here, though. Talk about saving tires.
He got wrecked.
It looks
Nah,
so
that's
funny.
that NASCAR Super Speedway skew
Oh,
yeah.
man.
there. Just the opposite way, but might work.
I'm hoping so.
Just need to make a dedication video. Takes dedication to go out with a car like this. It doesn't even drive
It could make a difference next week.
He does make a point there.
Oh man, I can't look at your car and not laugh.
So it looks like lights are out on top of the pace car here. 78 and 22. They're gonna lead the field to green once again. 7 of Brendan Jenks to be third. The 92 of William Anderson around at the top 4.
It's not even so much in the straightaways, it's just when you're in the corners that it looks hilarious.
I can see it. I just gotta try not to spin the tires here.
Oh, hold up, we're going to you now. We can kind of see you. Oh, you did alright.
The 78 and the 22 get good restarts here once again. They'll single file out and 2x2 beside him, behind them. Wow, sorry.
How well does it turn, Boyd?
I'm 90 degrees left down the straightaway. I can be wide open through the corner, and it is comfy.
Looks like it's a little bit tight through the center.
Yeah, I got a lot of speed through the corners. It's gonna be just like the trucks are. About equally as tight as the truck here. Yeah, it's tight.
It looks awkward.
Gotta run it out.
Gotta get all them possible points.
Absolutely. When I added it up, Curtis is gonna go into Rockingham with about a 6-point lead. And with putting it on the pole, you get a bonus point. Stage wins, obviously, you get 10 points. Leading a lap and leading the laps, you get 1 point for each. So, go in there and still control your own destiny.
Oh man.
Well, on the other end of things, pretty single filed out for the moment here. It's like about the top 10 of single filed out.
I can't. I'm just thinking about your car going to the corner. I can't like hold myself together with it anymore. It looks hilarious.
Well, if it helps, in about 18 laps, you're gonna gain a spot.
Trayton might have saved my my hopes here.
Just be lucky he got to his bedtime. Good battle for second up here between the 92 and the 22. The 7's gonna look to join in on it.
Yeah, Brendan is he might be taking a points lead into the rock.
Just looks like the 22 struggles with a little bit of long run speed here. He's fairly quick for about the first 5 or 6 laps of a run, and then it just looks like his car gets a little bit tight. Doesn't want to turn on him.
Oh, it blew up.
Oh.
Oh.
It's done. Not controlling our own destiny now. Engine's blown.
So close, yet so far.
It's gonna be about 8 or 9 points separate.
99, what is your damn problem?
Oh,
Problem with the 99.
got some heat being thrown over here. Oh, the 52 is in the fence and
I don't really care about that.
The 99's gonna get a pretty good run here on the 2. Oh, it just looks to stall out just a little bit there.
and Brendan Jenks up to third.
Maybe looking to make a late race charge here.
Well, he's on my team, so I'd be alright with that. That'd be pretty cool.
The 78s look to be pretty dominant in the later stages of this race. He's led from about the start. The 7 looking inside the 22, that's going to be for second. They both slide up the hill just a little bit. 7's going to clear him.
Was that the 92 looking to kind of get into the fight as well?
See if the 7 can maybe track down that 78.
And weights are definitely going to come into play as well.
'78 has pretty much taken off at this point. He's on his own. This is his race to lose, I'd say, at this point.
Just watching the time and then scoring here. Look, he looks to gain about a 10th a lap on the 7. Maybe the 7's holding back, saving his stuff, hoping the 78 wears his stuff out.
92 getting underneath the 22 now. No, that 22 was riding against the 78. Oh, 92 had to let out big time coming out of turn 4 that time, it looks like. So 22 is going to keep his third position for now. But the 22 riding the bumper, the rear bumper of the 78 there, it looks like maybe he was just working his own stuff too much. And the 78 was just doing his own thing. And his little plan maybe to overwork the 78 kind of backfired a little bit. If that was his plan.
The points might even be tighter. Curtis's drop week was 30 from Homestead and 26 points for his 2 worst races. And I think he's going to equal that with the Atlanta race. So he's not going to end up using his drop weeks out of it, but my drop week was, since I missed one, it was 36 points from ISM, and I'm definitely lower than that tonight, so we might go into the Rock almost dead even.
That should make for an interesting race. 22 putting pressure on the 7 still.
Looks like the 78 sort of checked out into his own league here. Pulled a couple tenths that lap on the 2 guys behind him.
He's over a second ahead now.
22 is going to look inside of the 7 into 3. Might just clear him.
There's a couple more guys we're going to bring into the booth.
So Curtis is looking to be earning about, including the bonus points and stages. Yes. Curtis, including drop weeks, it's going to be about 4 points separating us.
All right, we got Brandon Nelson with
One of my
us.
drop weeks.
Brandon Nelson with us. Evan will be joining us shortly.
Sounds good.
Brandon, welcome. Welcome to the Destroyed Club.
Oh, glad to be here, but not really. But that's what happens when your screen blacks out going into turn 2.
Just from the sound of these cars going by, you can tell the pace is slowed immensely.
Actually looks like the 22 starting to reel in the 78 just ever so slightly. It went from about 1.33 seconds difference that lap to 1.287. See if you can pick up any more here.
7's losing another spot to the 92 maybe this time.
Field's fairly spread out, other than about the battle for third with the 92 and the 7. They're side by side off of 4 here. 92 has a really good run on the.
Thanks, Evan.
Oh, the 97. What a save. Yeah, Brendan's looking like he's just used up his stuff.
One of those things with Atlanta that's really easy to do. You might feel like you're not working your stuff that hard, but come about 10, 15 laps into a run there, it'll start to free up on you. Lose the right rear.
Yeah, if I've taken anything away from being in this race today is that this track gets the tires pretty quick and definitely showed with the amount of cautions we've had in this race. But like Boyd said in the race earlier, that everyone's still learning how to drive around each other. I mean, we have a whole bunch of new guys that are in this race and don't know how the other guys drive. Like, you know, I've been in the past 6 of the 8 races we've been in. You know most of you guys, but all these new guys, it's hard to know what they're gonna do in certain situations.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why, like, I'm not too upset about getting wrecked out earlier. Is just because you're not used to racing with these guys. You know, you're not used to, like, I wasn't expecting the 78 to be so aggressive so early in the race.
The 97's gonna grab the grass to the dog leg. He will hang on to it. Oh, maybe not. Spins to the apron there.
Looks like everybody who got through that pretty safe anyways.
97 did a good job. Just holding it down low. Sure nobody got tore up. Another change for position. The 7 works his way back around the 92.
Watch out. Turn one.
Two leaders look like they're just diving to make green flag pit stops there, and a caution comes out.
Each other out. We're checking up. Everybody check up. We're letting the pace car by.
These damaged cars in the back were really loose, and Oliver got in front of me, and he about hit the wall and died, and I had to slow down, and I got loose and wrecked.
Yeah, it appears that Oliver got loose coming down the front straightaway
Where is the pace car?
and ran into the front or the wall and caused Josh to also lose control and run into the wall and spin out.
That was just as the two leaders that ducked down to pit road looked to make green flag pit stops.
No, we didn't wreck each other. We were coming in for green flag pit stops, and then as soon as we entered, the caution came out.
Okay, what are we doing?
That may work into the 78 and 22's hands fairly well. Not going to have to pit with the rest of the field. They'll restart back on the front row again, I think.
Brendan won the race off pit road. Garrett in second.
As far as points go, the drop weeks are myself and Evan. So Evan will gain 36 points because he missed tonight. And I will gain 36 because that was my points from ISM. So we're gonna go into Rockingham almost dead even.
Should make for quite an exciting
I
race.
think Jenks is going to be the sleeper in all this.
I think so. I think Brendan's gonna be one of the points
If he
leader.
finishes the race up front, he's going to be looking real good heading into Rockingham.
Aw, man. Brendan,
He's one-
he earns it, man. He deserves it.
He was 1 point ahead of me coming into this race. Curtis and you both.
Yeah, I ended up using my drop week from this, gaining only 23 points. And Curtis is 3 points over what his drop week was.
So your drop weeks are Martinsville, because you missed.
Yeah.
And what other track?
And, well, it was ISM because I only got 36 points from it.
And now it's
But
this-
now it's this because it's I only got 23.
Ah.
So that'll tack on 13 extra points. So we're gonna go in, maybe have a 4 or 5 point difference.
Should make for one hell of a race next weekend.
It's gonna be incredible. Obviously we had to have Kyle make a setup for it, so I'm gonna put together a hosted race there tomorrow for everyone that wants to test the setup, give feedback, and then see if they want anything changed on it.
It's nothing too major for that setup. It's just trying to get something that will work. Doesn't need to be perfect.
Yeah, I missed the fact that they don't race there anymore in real world racing or NASCAR.
They should.
Hey, 2020, you never know.
Better make sure everything's on there good, because it is bumpy. Next thing you know, you're losing your gas tank down the back straightaway.
Left Turn Motorsports putting together a good showing in their debut race.
Absolutely.
Well, two of the 5 or 6 that we entered.
I mean, it's like we said before. Once we get guys racing together more, they'll get used to it, and it won't be so bad.
Exactly. And
It's just gonna take time.
With a couple races left. That way you can get everybody used to each other. It's just growing pains. Gotta get them out of the way before we're running cup cars next season.
We're back on a green here. The 78 and the 22 with a good restart. The 7 looks like he spun the tires a little bit. The 88's going to jump into 3rd as they head up into 1. See, the 22's fared pretty well in the short run. Maybe see if he can get 78 a run for his money.
See if that 22 maybe can get a run on the 78 through a short run, because he does so well through short runs. If he can get in front of that 78, maybe he can hold him on for the rest of the race. I think that's going to be about his only chance. He might even be the only one that can really fight against the 78. But we'll just have to see that 88's up there now. See what he can do.
We got a battle for 9th back here. The 2 and the 97 both just got by the number 8, and now 97 is looking to the inside of the 2, coming out of turn 2 there.
The 99 and the 9 fighting it out off of turn 2. Looks like the 9's going to take the position for now.
Jake Watson. He's got, looks like he's got within like 3 or 4 car lengths, but James's run there sort of stalled out. Stayed pretty even with the 78 the last couple laps here. Maybe changing his strategy up, trying to save a little bit early, but
incredible run.
7's working over the bumper, the 88 here.
Brendan is trying for every point he can.
Yeah, he was pretty close to the back bumper of the 88 coming around at turn 4. Just about got into him. Pretty close racing going on between those two.
92 showing up to the party now. That 7 just gets such a run to the 88 off the corner, at least off of 4 that time. Looking to the inside now. Peeking his nose in there anyways.
I saw him go on. I think I swept him that far, but oh well.
'92 looking at the inside of the 7, heading into turn 3. '92's got an objective in his mind right now. Oh, 7 to the inside.
Run off of 4 there.
That inside lane just doesn't get a run. He's gonna get around the 88 that time, sneak up in front of him.
So he can go grab some more points, try and run down this 22 here.
Surprisingly how aggressive the 7 car is being, considering the points that he's having right now.
I mean, race car driver wants to win, right?
He is closing it up to about 8 points.
Through the 22, Jake Watson starting to fall off just a little bit, but stayed about even with the 78 for about 7-8 laps there. And then
Oh, we got Billy in the fence back there.
Looks like he's gonna do okay though. Just think about Jimmy Johnson. Just think about Jimmy Johnson at the Roval. If he would have just finished the race in second, he would have moved on in the playoffs. But no, he wanted that win. Pretty much screwed himself over with it. You know what? Race car driver gets paid to win races. Kyle Busch pretty much made that clear. So, I mean, you can't fault him for that.
No, you cannot.
As he gets to the 22.
Second here, the 7. He'll look to the inside.
Boy, he is making it work.
Putting on a late race charge, maybe try and go contend for a win with the 78.
I mean, he's got about 10 laps to go. I mean, we'll see. That 78's been really strong, but we'll just have to see. I mean, he's got the time at this point. We'll just see if he has the speed advantage.
22, Jake Watson. Just looks to be slipping up a little bit.
I mean, this 92 is pretty much falling him right through all these guys. Oh, boy.
Oh! The 92 open the fence.
Your problem, bud. That's the second time you door ridden me before.
I don't recall ever touching you before, but okay.
Never said you touched me before. Said you rode my door twice.
10 to go, man. Of course he's riding your door.
Robin's
Number
racing.
7's the fastest car on the track right now.
I'm so sorry.
Something happened.
Can I catch a fucking rake in this shit show?
Jeez.
The 8 and the 14 having it out on the backstretch.
Yeah, there's 2 of them on the inside
Okay,
wall
no
there.
caution. That's always nice.
Yeah, it didn't throw a caution, did it?
No, they're going to stay green here.
Seven, 1.4 seconds back from the 78. Sitting in second. Run away from everybody else for the time being. Now 1.3 seconds back, going into turn 1. We'll see if he can gain on the leader. With less than 10 to go now.
It's like 3rd through 6th. Final podium position might become a good battle for the race here. 92, if he can get back to that 22. Maybe some revenge.
I didn't even know Boyd left.
To the 92 and then 99, both clear the
I had to
88.
go. Had to coach Brendan a little bit there.
Just leave him alone. Let him do his thing. He's doing fine. He's actually lost a little bit of time, but he did something right. He got himself to second, so he did something right.
Oh, he's doing it.
92 catches back to the 22 here. Their nose to tail as they enter 1.
99 showing up to the party. Got around the 88 at some point. It's battle for 3rd. That's going to be it for the end of the race, I think. One of these guys is going to finish 3rd. And it may or may not be the 22. Obviously, one of them is going to finish it. Somebody's got to finish 3rd, right?
Yeah, well, it looks like the 22 is pretty good in turns 1 and 2. Seems to be struggling just a little bit through 3 and 4 there. 92 seems to have 3 and 4 figured out really well, so I think that might be his place to get the move. Make the move, sorry.
He's looking. See if the 99
might
wants
become
to.
the spoiler here.
He's looking, that's for sure.
Might take 3rd and 4th from both of these drivers.
I would love to see him move him out of the way. That would be great.
He's going to look under the 92 as they work off into turn 3 here. He's going to clear him. Set his sights on that 22, it looks like.
4 laps to go.
92 is going to cross him over into 1. They'll race. Bye-bye.
And there is absolutely no pressure.
Oh, 8 in the wall. He's going to save it. He's okay for now. Somebody do something. We're just sitting here doing nothing. Get out of line. Do something.
We're going to catch a lap car here of Alec Daffin. Doesn't look like it's going to be any problem for the 22. The 92 closing in at 2 laps to go here. He can get to the bumper of the 22. Will he move him?
I hope so.
Make it interesting, right?
Exciting. Maybe they'll fight in pit road.
I wish that was a mode. I would have used the hell.
That would be so great, wouldn't it? Oh man.
I tell you, when the official series went to Martinsville, I could have used that. But I think that went both ways too. So. Okay,
Joe Lawrence up front sort of has this one sealed off. Take the white flag this time by.
99's falling back. All his chances is for this 92. All focus on that 22's. I can't speak. That 22's bumper, if he can get to it.
The 92 looks like he's gonna have a really strong run off turn 2 here. He's gonna get to the 22 and the 3. What will he do?
Good job, yeah. You have kept your tires nice and clean.
Joe Lawrence
Just doesn't have
cross the line.
anything.
He'll take his first victory
Good job, good one.
In his first race.
in his first
Great
race.
job, Joe. Great job.
Yeah, I used up my tires more than you did. I was getting super tired out of the corner, but yeah.
All right. It's fun calling that with you boys. I'm gonna go talk to my boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for joining me.
I think if
You
I
know,
would've,
in the
been
booth.
if I would have been with you there,
Well, I would have much rather be racing.
Yeah.
Fun to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So for sure.
Oh, until next time.
All I gotta say is this point situation coming into Rockingham is going to be insane.
It's gonna be a crazy race, that's for sure.
As the 78 does his victory celebrations.
And 99, I got your fucking number. I promise.
Damn. I'll show the results. Oh, dang, that did not feel good. Wow. The top 10, 8 of the top 10 were Chevrolets. Thanks everyone for joining us today. We'll be at Rockingham next week at 9 Eastern. Probably we'll try to go live just a little bit earlier. We'll see. But hope to see you there if you haven't already.
If I'm not mistaken, though, is it next week the throwback race too? So we'll be looking for some throwback paint schemes.
Yeah.
I know I'm running a pretty cool one that I've customly made to look like a driver I started watching NASCAR to.
All right. I always love them throwback schemes that are out there. I always like to use them. That's for sure. So we'll take a look at those next week when we get there, and hopefully we get some more good racing for you.
Should be a fun one next week, so everyone join in and.
Baby, I can't see it, baby. I can't see it.
Yep, should be a pretty tight points run, so we'll see what happens. then I may or may not post something about the points so we know what's going on into it. If you haven't already, like us on Facebook, Roadrunner iRacing Leagues on Facebook, as well as we got our website together. I'm sure eventually we'll get some stuff up there that's more for next season, but and then like I said before, Twitter, Roadrunner iRace on Twitter, at Roadrunner iRace, so you can get to that website. And hopefully see some points up and everything. You can see what's going on and get a good idea of what to expect from it Rockingham. Thanks for joining us. See you next week.